Another short answer question here, just worth 1 mark. Given the graph of the function f of x below, state the domain of y equals square root of f of x. So just like question 8, this, we're not given the equation. This is just some random function f of x. We can see it's a quadratic here, but they really like those questions where they just give you a particular drawing and call that f of x, and then you apply some transformation to it. So state the domain of y equals the square root of f of x. So there's that f of x again found, and we're taking the square root of it. So that's like the square root of our y values, or our y coordinate, or y coordinates from this curve. So if we're looking for the domain, we want to know where our y values are positive. Those are the only times we can actually take the square root, right? So where are y values positive? Well, from this point onward, because this is positive, and from this point onward, this is positive. But domain is the x value, so we need to know the x values there. So it looks like where x is greater than 3, greater than or equal to 3, I should say, because we can take the square root of 0, and also where x is less than or equal to -1. It doesn't tell us what format to use, but I will use interval notation. Actually, no, let's use domain notation here. So x such that x is less than or equal to -1, comma, x is greater than or equal to 3, comma, x is an element of the real. So a tricky question, but whenever there's a square root, we're only paying attention to the values that would be positive underneath, because we can't take the square root of a negative.